If you feel like you're sending likes into a black hole on Hinge, you're not crazy. A lot of guys are doing the right things, staying active, sending likes consistently, even improving their profiles, and it still feels like nothing moves. And the reason is simple. In late 2025, Hinge quietly changed how the app works, and it made it way easier for you to get filtered out before a woman ever sees you. So in this video, I'm gonna break down what changed, why most men are getting buried, and exactly how to beat it in 2026 so your profile actually gets shown. So here's the update that changed everything. Hinge used to show a girl's incoming likes in chronological order. If you liked her, you had a real chance to pop up near the top of her list just because you were recent. That was the old game. You could win by being active and being early, but that's not how it works anymore. Now, by default, Hinge sorts her incoming likes by your type. In other words, the app is pre-filtering her likes and prioritizing the guys it thinks she'll actually be into. And if the algorithm decides you're not compatible, it doesn't just show you later. It buries you so far down that realistically you never get seen. That's why it feels like you're doing a ton of work with no results. You're not getting rejected by women, you're getting rejected by the sorting system. And to beat it, you need to understand two invisible mechanics that control everything. What I call demand bands and what I call connection signals. So let's start off with demand bands. The quickest way to understand Hinge is to stop thinking of it like it's showing everyone to everyone. It's not. Hinge is constantly trying to protect the experience of its most in-demand users, especially attractive women who get flooded with likes. So instead of ranking you like a student in a class, it kind of places you into a tier. I call it a demand band. Your band is based on two things: who you swipe on and who swipes back. If you swipe right on everyone, the app reads you as a low quality user. And if you swipe on only extremely high demand women and they never match you, the app learns that you're reaching and punching above your weight. And once the app learns that, it stops wasting those women's time by even showing you to them. With the new your type sorting, if you're in a lower demand band than the girl you're liking, you essentially don't exist in her feed. So the goal is not to try and beat this by buying premium and sending hundreds of likes a day. The goal is to move demand bands and create signals that tell the app you belong in a higher tier. And by the way, if you like this kind of breakdown where I translate dating apps into something you can actually understand and control, you should subscribe to the channel because I'm gonna keep doing updates like this whenever the apps change. And I'd rather you stay ahead of the game than get blindsided and think you're the problem. All right, so we covered demand bands. Let's get into signal matching. The first lever is your photos, but not in the way most guys think. Yes, women care about your photos, but the algorithm cares first. Before a woman ever sees your profile, Hinge has already scanned it and made assumptions about how likely you are to get engagement. If your first photo is blurry, if it's a group shot, if your eyes are hidden behind sunglasses, or if it looks low effort, the app assumes you're not going to perform well. And once it decides that, you get less distribution. So your first photo has to be clean and obvious. It needs to be solo, sharp, eyes visible, good lighting, and ideally upper body or waist up. You want to clearly show what you look like and show yourself at your best because you want the app to immediately categorize you as high engagement potential. But the bigger concept is lifestyle alignment. And I want to explain why Hinge does this because it's not random. The algorithm is basically copying how women already date in real life. Women don't pick a guy in a vacuum. Your vibe reflects on her. When she's with you, she's basically saying, this is the type of man I can pull into a relationship, and this is what makes sense for me. That's why a tatted up goth girl usually wants a guy that complements that look. A gym girl usually wants a guy who looks fit and healthy. A city girl with good fashion usually wants a guy who looks like he belongs in her world. This all comes down to whether you visually make sense next to her. Because in her mind, she's imagining you standing beside her. She's imagining her friends seeing you. She's imagining how you reflect on her. So when Hinge tries to predict your type, it's really trying to predict that same thing. It's asking, does this guy match the world she's in? Would he make sense as her boyfriend? Is he the type of guy that she normally interacts with on here? Or is this just gonna be a mismatch that she ignores? And here's the harsh truth. Your profile can be 80% good and still get buried because your profile is only as good as your worst photo. You need to understand that women are constantly bombarded with so many likes on these apps, and they're forced to become picky because they can't possibly match and talk to all of these guys. So they become selective, and they're not only judging you based on your profile as a whole, they're really judging you based on your worst photo. Most guys don't realize this. They'll have a couple solid pictures, then one weird angle, one awkward group shot, one mirror selfie, one blurry photo from 2019, and they think it's fine. It's not fine. That 1 weak photo quietly drags the whole profile down. The algorithm reads it as low engagement potential, and now you're wondering why you're invisible. Now, I want to break down the biggest lever in 2026, and it's the one almost nobody uses correctly. Hinge doesn't just reward likes, it rewards connections. It wants people to chat. It wants conversations. It wants interaction because that's what keeps women on the app and keeps the app alive. So if you become the type of user who consistently generates conversations, the algorithm starts treating you like a higher value profile. And that's the goal. You want to become a user who maximizes connections. And there are 2 simple ways to do that. First off, by sending likes that start conversations. Most men just tap the heart and move on. And that's totally fine if you're already getting a ton of matches, but if you're not, you need to create a reason for her to respond. You can do this by slightly teasing her in a low pressure way, by saying something she can answer without thinking. And you want to do this by assessing the vibe on her profile and then sending her a message that actually makes sense. So here's a couple examples you can literally steal. Don't tell me you're a matcha and Pilates kind of girl. You look like you were a bully in high school. True or false? Is it true what they say about nurses, horse girls, teachers? Like, just pick something in her profile and ask if it's true what they say about those type of girls. Super effective. Or if she has a photo of her drinking a cocktail, you could call that cocktail out specifically and say, I bet an espresso martini hates to see you coming. These work because they create a vibe. They make her feel something, and they give her an easy lane to reply. And notice the pattern. You're not interviewing her. You're not complimenting her like a fan. You're creating a playful frame that invites her to jump in. The second way to convert these likes into conversations is by using prompts that bait replies. Your prompts shouldn't be a boring autobiography. Prompts are there to start conversations. So instead of writing statements like, I love to travel or I like tacos, you want prompts that force a reaction, create a debate, or trigger an inside joke. One of the best examples in 2026 is Team Maddie or Team Cassie. If you know, you know. There's a few more prompts I'm gonna give you that you can literally just steal. But before that, I wanna make a quick pause here because I'm genuinely curious. I want you to comment what you think your biggest issue is right now on Hinge. Is it that you're not getting matches at all? Or you're getting matches and conversations die? Or you're getting dates, but they just don't turn into anything? Drop it below because I read the comments on these videos and it tells me what content to make next to help you out. All right, as promised, here's a few more prompts that you can literally just copy and paste. Drop a hot take and then say, convince me I'm wrong. But make sure your hot take isn't pineapple on pizza. 2 truths and a lie is a really good conversation starter too. But what I like to do is put 3 things that are true but kind of crazy about my life. And I get a ton of women trying to guess which one is the lie. And when I reveal that they're all true, it just creates a really fun, playful conversation. You could also say the biggest risk I've ever taken, but make sure it's actually either funny or a real risk that you've taken. What I use is sold everything I own to travel the world, and it's an absolutely lethal prompt. No matter what prompts you're using, the point is simple. When your profile generates chats, the algorithm learns you're a high value user and it gives you more distribution. One thing you need to keep in mind is that there are penalties and boosts that the Hinge algorithm gives out, and most guys aren't even aware of these. It's the ghost penalty and the profile update boost. So let's break down the ghost penalty. If you disappear from Hinge for weeks and then come back, your distribution drops. Hinge rewards recency and consistency. I'm not saying you need to be on the app for an hour a day, but try to open the app at least once a day to keep your profile circulating. Second, Hinge rewards profile updates, especially new photos. When you swap in new photos from time to time, it gives the algorithm new data to test, and Hinge wants to figure out where you belong. So when you update your profile, it often gives you a small boost to see how people respond to the new version of you. But this doesn't mean you should just constantly change everything. It means if your results have been flat for months, updating 1 or 2 photos can wake the account up and give the app a reason to test you again. And if you do try to abuse this boost and do it constantly, the app will penalize you, so try to avoid doing it more than once every 10 days. Now, the funny thing about this rigged algorithm is it's actually a good thing for you because Hinge is trying to create the best experience for women, and most guys absolutely suck at this. lose. Their profiles are low effort, their prompts are boring, their messages are dry, and they're not creating conversations, so the algorithm has no reason to push them. Which means if you can figure this out, you stand out from every other guy fast. If you become the guy who has clean photos, strong signals, and profiles that create chats, Hinge will literally boost you to more women because you're improving the platform. You're making it easier for Hinge to do its job. And this is why I say your profile is only as good as your worst photo. Most guys have no idea that one common mistake is quietly burying them. They think they're just being judged by women, but they're being judged by the algorithm first. And that's exactly why I built Riz University. Inside, you get a one-on-one dating profile breakdown where we tell you exactly what's holding you back. We show you which photo is killing your profile, what demand band you're currently stuck in, and what to change so you get boosted instead of buried. You also get a complete system for building a high performance profile, plus 24/7 support so you can literally just drop screenshots of your conversations and get real feedback on what to say next so your chats never die. And right now you can get access to Riz University for less than the cost of a first date, but we are filling up quickly and the price is going to go up soon so I can keep the quality high for the existing members. So if you want your dating apps to finally work like a system instead of a struggle, click the link in the description of this video, join Riz University, and I will see you inside. If you haven't yet, pound that like button, hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.